guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the update for the 24 weeks pregnant, and I just want to let you know, first let's start off with telling you where I'm going to get this information from, because this is the app that I've been using literally the whole pregnancy. So it's called Baby Center, and when you go into it, so right now like 24 weeks, like this is kind of how it looks. Sorry for the glare, but it's 24 weeks. I'm obviously not exactly 24 weeks. I'm at the end of 24 weeks, and the only reason why I want to make this video at the end was because I wanted to tell you the experience that I've had for the week. So obviously I have to let the week pass in order to tell you how it's been for that week. So all right, so for 24 weeks, it says your baby's about the size of an ear of corn. And I gotta be honest, I did not know what an ear of corn was. Like, it has the picture, thank God. But it's just like corn on the cob. And I just don't use the expression of ear of corn. So I did look it up to know what that was, and it was just like corn on the cob. So, anyway, so it's like corn on the cob. Then it says, it's cool because it shows you like a little picture that you can kind of visualize how the baby is, which I find really, really interesting. And I love it because every time you go up a week, like the picture actually changes all the time. Okay, so she, because she's a baby girl, so she has gained about 4 ounces since last week. So it puts her about 1 1/3 pounds. So it's almost a foot long, and when I read that, I thought about Subway. I'm so fat. Anyway, so his body is, well, her body, sorry, this is using his, but her body is filling out proportionally, and she'll soon start to plump up, which I can definitely like kind of see, because at the beginning of the week versus the end of the week was kind of like a big difference on my belly. Like, I felt bigger, even though wasn't a huge difference, but I did feel like it was kind of faster than all the other weeks. Okay, so her brain is also growing quickly now, and the taste buds are continuing to develop. Her lungs are developing branches of respiratory tree, as well as cells that produce surfactant. So that's, I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but that's a substance that will help her air sacs inflate once she hits the outside world. So now the cool thing that I found out about this, that I didn't know it will continue to be this way, but it says that her skin is still translucent as well, and I kind of thought that was like, you know, I thought we were over that point. I thought she was no longer having that, and here it says again, her skin is still thin and translucent, but will start to change soon. I feel like I hear that often, like, it'll change soon, it'll change soon. It just, that time hasn't come yet. But yeah, so that's what's up for the baby. That's what's going on with the baby. And for 24 weeks, I think that there is one major thing that has happened for 24 weeks for me. I have felt my mood like drop a lot. Like a lot. Like, there's like, obviously you have those glimpses of like, you know, like everything's okay, you're happy, whatever, but then you have those like moments, and when I've been very, very sad, and it's just like really hard to like come out of it. I mean, there's a lot of crying involved. But that's kind of what's been happening this whole 24 weeks, and it seems like it's gonna continue with the emotions and all. But I mean, I'm hoping that they go away soon, but then again, I don't know. But that has been the hardest part of 24 weeks, really. Everything else seems pretty normal. I mean, I'm still getting nauseous, because this baby girl just decided to make me nauseous all the time. So I'm still nauseous. I still have to eat every time when I get nauseous. I have noticed also that my eating patterns have changed ever since the emotions got affected. Simply because I get really sad and I don't even want to get up from bed or anything like that. So my eating habits have changed a lot, and I wouldn't say that they're from the positive, like in a positive way. If anything, they've gotten kind of bad. But I've been able to pick it up a little bit these past 3 days or so, and kind of force myself to eat better and kind of like get up from bed and feel a little better all the time. So I'm hoping that my eating habits do improve, but it hasn't been the best this week. That my eating habits have not been the best. Have been sleeping a lot because again my emotions have taken over me a lot, and so I'm just sleeping. Like sometimes I would go to sleep, like I wouldn't fall asleep until 4 in the morning, but then I will go to sleep until like 1 p.m. wake up, eat something if I eat anything, and I will go back to sleep, and I will just stay in bed the whole day. Now, when I did realize that my sleeping patterns were changing and a lot of things were getting affected because of my emotions, it was something that I knew I kind of needed to change. So it's something that I'm still working on, and hopefully it gets better by the day. So we'll see how that goes. But that's all for now. I did want to show you a little baby bump every time I do these videos, so I'm gonna show you now. Remember that it's at the end of 24 weeks, so I'm like, you know, probably I was probably a lot smaller when I first started, but I get to show you now. And I wore kind of like a tight shirt, and the purpose was for you to actually be able to see the belly. So let's see. Okay. Whew. All right, so this is me 24. So now if you, and thankfully I have I don't think I'm that big. I think this is like a normal size. Very weird because now I feel like my belly button is a little bit outer. It's a little bit like out in comparison to before, and then you can see the line here. I used to have a belly ring, and that's what you see in this. It's just a belly ring. So you see the little line. I do feel like my belly button is a little bit more out. You still can't see it. I have like a true innie. And yeah, that's it. But that's my belly. And then when I eat, I blow a little more. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the little update, and I will see you next week for the next update.